So don't say it was a white lady, and Tommy knows very well it was a white lady who has had a back and forth with a lefty, which you call. He had a problem with who leaked his full address out. I had nothing to do with that, and he knows that very well.
Sorry, bro, sorry.
Tommy's not a nice guy. He's a lovely guy. No.
Oh, Tommy! Wait, let me come in. Ali, let me come in.
Brothers, come on. Brothers.
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay, guys, it's okay.
If these guys love Tommy, no problem. Let them love Tommy, no problem. No, wait. This is why we like the.
He is your prophet, isn't he? You do understand. Exactly, you understand.
Yeah.
There are issues within our country with extremism.
No. Within our country, there is far-right extremists. There's Muslim extremists. Yeah. I'm saying to you, this verse answers you. How we should be with you. What do you mean? Look, here Allah says it is hope. Allah does not forbid you as regards to those who did not fight you on account of your faith and did not expel you from your homes. That you do good to them and deal justly with them.
What's this, Quran?
Yes.
What's surah?
Chapter 60, verse 8.
It
says that we have to be kind.
Sorry. Is it a Meccan verse?
No, it is not abrogated. Yes, it's not abrogated. Let me clarify, because obviously you are being trained and taught by people on Islamic theology. Because wait. A lot of Tommy followers. Yeah. Wait. They're just coming. Yeah. Sorry.
I spoke to the victim.
Hey, let him finish his point.
I'm trying to make this point that a lot of your teachers, those who are teaching you about Islam, are obviously not doing justice to you. Okay. Yeah. Then they have no respect for you. Okay.
Only
listen to us. Then we are Muslims. I am.
Wait. Are you not subscribed to me?
Listen.
He goes, I listen to Muslims.
Can you let him finish his sentence, please?
Okay. We, as practicing Orthodox Muslims, are telling you a lot of the stuff Tommy's coming out with and others like him are simple lies, plain lies. Tommy's book, no, abrogation. Look. If we believed what Tommy believes to be Islam, there would be slaughter on the planet. Every Muslim would be walking around with a knife or with a bomb or with a sword. Okay, so it doesn't. Sorry.
Tommy Robinson.
Sorry. Okay. No. Wait.
He's preaching that.
Firstly, Tommy Robinson is not an expert in Islam.
No.
Exactly. Okay. So why don't we go to experts and ask them? Academics. There are academics teaching in the University of London, here in SOAS, in UCL, in college, King's College. Go to LSE, speak to professors who are teaching Islamic studies and ask, and they're non-Muslims, white, English. I can give you names. Go and speak to Hugh Kennedy.
What about ex-Muslims like Shazia Hobbs?
Wait. Ex-Muslims are not experts on Islam again. Again, they're not experts on Islam. Okay, I am asking you to do a decent thing. The decent thing for people like you to be, go and speak to one of them and ask them, are these things true? Do Muslims actually believe these things we have been, I'll tell you. I'll explain something to you. Historically,
why we have these thoughts.
Danny, shall I tell you something? Today, the reason why I wanted to speak to you, Danny, shall I tell you why I want to speak to you? Because, Danny, you're not going to leave here today, I hope so, with me and you animosity growing. The reason I spoke to you, Danny, even though you called me a scumbag, is because I know
no problem.
the reason. No, it's not a problem. I know it's coming from a genuine concern. I know you have concern for your people.
To you.
Hear me out.
I've listened to what you say on YouTube. I know what
Danny, a lot of my videos have been taken out of context, yeah? And you know very well. No, but Danny, hear me out, yeah?
But wait, Ali as an individual is not important. Ali is not an expert in Islam.
Yes. Okay.
Ali Dawah is only a student. He's only a student. He's trying to explain Islam to the best of his ability, and he makes mistakes, right? Now, if you want to claim something to be Islam, then you should be willing to actually research it,
do you understand
right?
there's a problem in this country with extremists?
Danny,
do you agree? No, do you agree with it?
I'm telling you.
Yeah. When you say extremism, wait. When you say extremism, what do you mean by that? Wait.
I mean
yes,
by teachings in schools. Hold on. Teachings in schools, teaching young Muslim kids not to respect Christians, not to respect them.
We completely deny it. Not true. Okay, wait. Wait. Okay, let me clarify something. I don't believe in taqiyya, by the way.
Okay.
I'm a Sunni Muslim. Taqiyya is erroneously a lot of right-wingers out there or Islam haters have been throwing this out there. Taqiyya taqiyya. We, the majority, over 90% Muslims in the world don't believe in taqiyya. We believe it's hypocrisy. Okay, that's hypocrisy. We are taught to speak the truth even if it goes against us. So I'm going to tell you straight what I believe.
How can I believe what you say when I just told you there's teachers in Islamic schools teaching children disrespect? But you just said that doesn't happen.
Okay.
So if you don't know it,
are you asking
you're
me?
in their community.
I'm responding. I'm responding. Are you making a point that there are idiots within the Muslim community? Absolutely, many of them.
But it wouldn't happen in British
the second question that follows, are all Muslims idiots? No. Thank you.
No.
So likewise, if you found an exceptional idiot somewhere, Anjum Chowdhury comes from the Islamic community. Wait, Anjum Chowdhury has 200 followers.
Yeah, but this
right?
is a normal school
we are 3 million strong in Britain, and most of us are law-abiding citizens who go about their business.
You're irrelevant to the problem.
Okay,
You're
no. If you were to bring a video, isolated
problem.
video from an idiot madrasa somewhere, for example, where an idiot is teaching children idiotic things, okay, that doesn't represent me. Come and talk to the majority.
Okay.
What are the majority?
Okay.
We have thousands of Islamic schools throughout Britain. Go and sit in them and see what they're teaching the children. If you pull out one video somewhere from somewhere and say, "Oh, look at this Muslim," that's not Muslims.
There's lots.
Likewise. Wait. If I was to do this to
undercover in a mosque,
No. I have visited most mosques in Britain. I have taught there. I have preached there. I have delivered lectures there. I'm telling you, what you are being told about mosques is not true. It's a plain lie. Okay, don't believe it. How many mosques have you been?
There was a preacher who went to Digsbury.
I know the Digsbury Mosque. Yes, I've been there.
And after 10 days after that man gave his speech, he walked into a concert and blew himself up because they called for jihad.
Okay.
Just because he visited the mosque.
Wait. I have a response.
The preacher called for jihad.
Okay.
He called for jihad.
Osborne.
It's one.
Wait. One. Of course, this is also one. This is also one. How many Muslims? There are 3 million Muslims. Okay, I'm telling you, vulnerable people, idiots, numb-minded people or simpletons exist in all communities. There could be people sitting in their bedrooms watching videos online and getting radicalized. Tommy Robinson's videos are radicalizing
I get about
youngsters.
Islam is from videos from Muslims.
Wait,
I research on YouTube. I go on there. I say Islamic. I debated a Muslim. We sat down together. Me and James Goddard went to a hotel in
that's
somewhere.
Who is it?
The Sheikh. Yeah, but he goes in all mosques. He preaches in mosques.
It cannot go to all mosques because it's Shia. Shia only. They're not even 5% of Muslims in Britain. They're not. They are a minority. No, we're not saying anything wrong with them. They are a minority. They don't represent the majority. And they believe in taqiyya. Taqiyya is the Shias who believe in taqiyya.
You know what's funny?
No. We, the 90% of Muslims, we don't believe in it.
You know what's
funny? We don't believe in it.
Can you ask me a statistic?
Yes.
Okay, we have a phenomenon in this country with white men grooming girls online through the internet. Okay, we have an epidemic with white men.
Majority of pedophiles are white.
Okay, so we have an
proportionally.
epidemic.
Proportionally.
Let me finish. So in this country, we have an epidemic of white men grooming young girls online. Okay, and what we do is we have a community that are hidden behind the scenes, and they entice women.
Can you please stop it?
They entice men they pretend that they're girls.
I know.
Okay.
I've seen one of those pages. He's doing a good job. That guy's doing a good job.
So
brilliant job.
So the Home Secretary.
We would support it.
The Home Secretary has come on national TV, on the BBC. He's a Pakistani Muslim. Yeah, Javed. He's a Pakistani Muslim.
I don't think he's a Muslim, but anyway.
He's a Muslim.
No,
because
he got sworn in on the Quran.
He doesn't believe in Islam.
He swore in on the Quran.
Believe me, anyone who has a Muslim name is not necessarily a Muslim. Just like anyone.
It's on the Quran.
Let me finish my point. So we've got an epidemic.
We have other reasons to believe why he's not.
Epidemic of white men grooming girls online. Yeah. We also have an epidemic with the facts. The facts are that men that are convicted, so sent to court, convicted of the grooming exploitation of young white girls in this country out of a set. Mate, why would the Home Secretary, who's Muslim himself, risk his career to go on national?
Wait.
He said,
we have the Home Secretary.
In this
we have a word for him in our language. We call him chamcha. You know, chamcha is it's just a tool. He's being used by the establishment to whip the Muslim. Oh, he's a Muslim, so you must listen to him.
We have a problem.
You said Muslim. You said Muslim.
No, not Muslim. Pakistanis.
No Muslim.
We have a problem.
He said Muslim. I
We
heard
have a
him.
problem of Pakistanis in various cities around the UK are grooming.
I agree.
Okay, and how much do you know?
I
what
agree
the
that they are
population-
grooming and they should be punished severely.
There is a very small percentage of Muslims in this country, okay? Now, the facts are that 90% of those convicted are from a Pakistani background.
Okay, wait. Let him finish. Let him finish. Okay.
What does Asian mean? Does that mean Chinese?
No.
Japan?
Sikhs, Hindus,
It does.
Sri Lankans. Wait. Sikhs, Hindus, Sri Lankans. Wait. They're not all Pakistanis. They're not all Pakistanis. We can pull out the articles right now and read the names for you. Sikhs, Hindus, Sri Lankans, Pakistanis, all of them.
There probably is some.
Do you want me?
No, there is some.
So they're not all
the
Pakistanis.
majority,
Yes, and
the
Sikhs,
majority are
and Hindus.
Pakistani
There are Hindu names there. The problem is, no. I'll tell you, I'm not denying it. There is a context.
Asians, Chinese.
Wait, can we have a discussion?
They're not Asians.
Okay, guys, can we move to a more convenient place next to the grids? Let's move there. Let's move there. Let's move there.
They're Pakistani.
Can we move to a more?
It's a fact.
Yes, let's talk about it. Yes, I want to. Come.
You need to.
No. This is too much. Let's go. Let's move to the next to the grill so that we can have a. Okay. Now let's have a proper discussion on this. Okay. Sorry, sisters. Okay. So, what's your name? Danny. Okay, Danny. Come stand.
Right, before we start this, please can I do one thing?
Yeah.
One thing.
Don't swear.
Okay. No, I would not swear. I would not swear.
Come stand.
I have two young ladies that are stood behind this man.
Okay.
They're wearing a certain Islamic outfit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, in Islamic law,
Yeah.
okay, do they choose to wear that?
Ask them.
Okay, no, but I'm not ask them because there's too many Muslims around.
No.
In front of Muslim men, they wouldn't.
Wait.
Okay.
Are you? Wait. Why don't we ask them?
No, because they won't
They have voices. They are persons. They're living persons. Okay. Danny's asking whether you are forced to wear this.
No, I'm not forced. This is my choice.
Okay, we have a question for you. We have a question there. Are you free to take it off?
Yeah, I'm free to take it off.
Why do you take it off?
I'm going to take it off now.
Because that's her choice. But that's her choice. That's her choice. Why do you want her to take it off?
I want to see she has the choice.
But you're telling me.
Okay, Danny, come. That's it. Come. Danny, grooming gangs. Wait, brother. Hello. Stop it. Danny. No, don't. Danny, brother. Hello, brother. Look at me. Are you okay? Just stop it now. Stop it. Okay, come, Danny. Come. Yeah. Danny. Yeah. Danny, come here. Grooming gangs. We're going to talk about grooming gangs now. I'm talking to someone who has raised a very good question. That many people, many convicts who are convicted of grooming young children from online or offline or cab offices or in restaurants or any. I'm saying categorically all of them, whether they are white, English, Chinese, Pakistani, Indian, Sikh, whatever they are scumbags, okay, and they deserve the worst of punishment. If it was in my hands, if I was able to change the law, I would introduce death penalty for people like this. Okay, I'm a Pakistani. Wait. I'm a Pakistani. Ali, I'm trying to get somewhere so that we can get. Okay. I am a Pakistani. Danny, I'm a Pakistani. I'm a Muslim, right? I'm telling you. I believe.
Do you think it's happening in your community?
It's happening all over the world.
Okay,
it's happening in Pakistan. It's happening within the Pakistani community. It's happening within the English community. It's happening with.
So why are 90% of those convicted from a Pakistani background?
Wait. I don't accept that. Wait. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you. Let me explain. Statistically, majority of the pedophiles, proportionally speaking, not because the whites are majority. I'm saying proportionally speaking. Proportionally, Okay, if we do the proportional calculation of communities by the numbers, white people are the majority of pedophiles in this country, in Britain. Wait, let me finish now. Let me finish. Wait. Let me finish. Danny, let me finish. Danny, yeah. Danny agrees with me. Brother, I ask you to stop. Please. Wait. Okay. Brother, don't speak in his ear. Don't speak, brother. Okay. So proportionally, we know. Danny, wait. Guys, what's wrong with you? We're trying to have a conversation. Please, stop. We're trying to have a conversation. Please, I can't tell you nothing. But if you don't want to listen to us, please don't stay here. We're trying to have a conversation. No problem, but don't heckle, please. Don't heckle. Okay, Danny, we're trying to have a decent discussion. No, I'm not finished yet. Give me a few more seconds. No, I'm thinking. Now, we as humans, as British citizens, as brothers and sisters in one community, because Britain is multicultural, we all exist together in this country. When people like Tommy, wait.
It's lovely to say that, but it's not reality.
I'll tell you why.
Are you married?
Yes.
How many white people were at your wedding? None.
I have. You're wrong. Brother, do you want to talk to him? Brother, do you want to talk to him? Be quiet, please. Okay. Danny, I have been married to. Danny, I have been married to.
Brothers, you're not helping it.
Danny, brother, if you can't handle it, you don't know what you're doing. Okay, be quiet then. Be quiet. No. Take them away.
Your arguments are fine.
Danny, ignore them. Danny, ignore them. Danny, ignore them. Danny, ignore them. They don't represent us. There are all kind of people in the park. They don't represent us. Brother.
We're having a conversation.
Okay.
We're having a conversation.
Let Danny speak to this man.
Okay, brothers.
The only way this conversation is if you dialogue.
Yeah.
You need a dialogue.
Exactly.
Ignore it.
Okay. Those of you who do not have the ability to listen to a civil and decent discussion, please walk away. I request, please walk away, because two people are discussing. We're trying to get somewhere with this discussion. Okay. Some of you are deliberately trying to disturb this for some reason. I don't know. But don't worry about it. We're trying to have a decent discussion. Unbelievable. Okay, Danny. Yes. So I want to talk to him. Danny, don't worry about it. Danny, leave them. Ignore them. Ignore them. Don't do it.
Muslims protecting you.
You're behaving like giant people, man. What's wrong with you? You're behaving like giant people. You should know what we're trying to do.
You know these people are enemies.
When your comments say no,
There's a reason. There's a reason why we're talking. Wait.
Can I say something, guys? We're having a discussion here. Anyone that's stopping it, you're against Allah and His Messenger. We're having a discussion here. No, 1 second. There's a discussion happening here. It's moving forward. If you're stopping it, then I need to ask a question. Why?
Why are you trying to stop a decent discussion? Why would you try to stop a decent discussion? It doesn't make sense. Okay, Danny, continue.
How many people are disrupting this? Out of 50 here, how many are disrupting? Is it one person? Is it one person?
Come on. Yes, move a little bit that way. Yeah, move away from them. Anyone who doesn't want to.
Anyone who's got anything to say about it high up in the Muslim community, tell them not to come so we can have a discussion.
Yeah.
Tell them to.
Okay, just go to that far corner. There. It's quiet there. It's on the side so we can talk. These are idiots. Some of them just want to disrupt.
Let's stand over here.
Just ignore them. Let's go for a coffee. No. We can't. There's too many people here. No, it's like some idiots deliberately want to destroy it. Yeah.
Feel exactly the way that you guys feel.
Yeah. Here. Danny, this way. No.
No, over here. In the open. Where is it? Where's it? Don't tell him to get surrounded.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, why are you coming?
Wait. Okay. So we request now please, two people are talking. Yeah.
There's a circle here. You only do a little quiet thing. We got no rights.
Sorry.
We got no rights. But if you please,
We'll go over there. No.
moved away from all the
Just go to the grills. Go to the grills. Next to the grills. Okay. Just a. So we'll before we start, we'll request from them to be quiet, be silent, and not intervene. So myself and Danny are having a conversation. Anyone who doesn't want to listen to us, or anyone who wants to intervene, is simply not welcome. It's simply not welcome.
Why are you staring at me?
I'll share who I want.
Yeah, but you're making
Brother, you're not welcome here. Please go away. Please go. You're causing problems. We're trying to have a conversation. We're trying to. Danny, you're not helping us. Hello? You're not helping us.
We could all learn.
Can you get the police? Get the police. Danny, ignore them.
Standing behind them. If I wanted to get from where you are,
Are you working with Tommy? Are you working with Tommy?
Just chill out.
You see, you're working with Tommy.
where you are now, and I want you to get to me.
Come on, then, right there on the face. Right there.
Danny.
Just wait. Stop provoking him and have this discussion.
Yes.
This is what we need.
If you ignore them,
Let me make them chill.
sorry, can I get in there? Can you make some sense? Guys, can you please sorry. Please. Danny, ignore them. Danny, ignore them. Just like I'm ignoring them.
There's a lot of
ignore them.
50 of us. One guy shouting. Ignore him.
No, ignore. No problem. Yes.
We're trying to have a decent conversation.
Okay, we'll continue with our conversation. So I made a point earlier that proportionally speaking, statistically, in Britain, majority of the pedophiles are white people. Yes. Okay. Now there are others. Pedophiles exist in all communities. Okay, not one community in Britain has a monopoly over pedophilia. Okay, so what's our response to pedophilia? Our response to pedophilia is that all pedophiles, whether they are groomers, it doesn't matter what methods they use. You cannot focus on a method and ignore the magnitude, right? There are white people from Britain traveling to Cambodia, to Vietnam or Philippines to have sex with children. There is pedophilia on the map of the world. You know, there are not only white people from Britain, white people from throughout Europe are traveling to these countries to abuse children, right? Some of them going to India because they know if they get caught in this country. So the point I'm making is pedophilia, okay, is a problem in all communities in Britain, right? To say that it is only one group of people who are using one particular method to commit pedophilia, they are the only problem. This is absolutely obnoxious. We don't accept that. That's why we have a problem with Tommy. Tommy's
we've established today that there's a lot of white men that are going around.
The majority are white, yes.
Majority of white guys that are grooming girls online, and we're fighting it by we have groups around Facebook that will entice these men into train stations, and we'll basically ring the police and they'll be arrested for what they've done, yeah? So what we're saying is, yeah, if we could talk about the white man being a paedophile, we have to understand the facts about the girls that I've talked to from Rochdale, and they're telling me that when they were approached in their communities, it wasn't by Polish or by Romanians, it was all of the time it was
white people were also involved. In Rochdale.
In
Rochdale, a lot of women who were actually
I know that.
they were white. So it was not a race problem.
No.
It was not because of race.
There are pizzerias. There are pizzerias in Rochdale. There are Indian restaurants in Rochdale.
Yes.
There are Taiwanese restaurants, and it seems like the only community that were going after the vulnerable girls that were in, because there was like 1,500 girls.
Good.
1,500 girls.
You're correct.
Okay. And the ones that were convicted, I'm only talking about statistics. The ones that were convicted, 90% of those were Pakistani Muslims. Now, that doesn't mean that every Pakistani Muslim thinks that it's okay to go and groom a young girl.
What Danny's saying is true. It's correct. What Danny's saying is true. Ignore it. Ignore. Okay. What Danny's saying is correct. I confirm what Danny's saying, that in the case of Rochdale, there was one particular community, girls from one particular community, white girls in particular. Okay, Danny, completely ignore him. Ignore him. They're here for this. They're here to disturb our discussion. Okay, they don't want us to discuss. People like that don't want us to discuss. And I want to discuss so that misconceptions can be removed. We are categorically accepting that there is a problem in a place like Rochdale. And I believe there's an issue here. There's an issue which is ignored. No doubt some of these predators, in fact in Rochdale, majority were Pakistani. No doubt. No doubt. Okay.
Why do you think that is?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. This is firstly, these men are perverted. Okay, now that doesn't mean all the Muslim Pakistani men or Asian men for that matter in Rochdale are perverted. Okay, these men in particular, they found victims to exploit. Okay.
Why is it not like the Romanian? I'm only specifically talking about Rochdale. Why is it that those convicted weren't from multicultural purposes?
Okay.
Why weren't some of them Polish?
There are a number. I'll tell you why.
Why were they only Pakistani Muslims?
There is a reason why. Because Rochdale is a very small community, and it's a mixed community. You have Asians and you have white community there, right? Asians generally, talking of culture, Asians generally speaking do not allow their children outside of the house after dark. They don't allow the kids. I'm telling you. Wait, let me finish. If Pakistani girls were on the streets of Rochdale at night, they would have been victims. They were. Now, am I saying all? No, far from it. But I'm saying those parents who knew that their kids were outside, and in some cases they knew that their children were being exploited. Those parents in particular. Okay. Those parents in particular were also guilty. If not equally, they are guilty. They are guilty because they are allowing their children to be outside for these vultures, these predators to prey on them.
Can I add something?
Yes.
What you're saying is true.
So there's a cultural issue. I'm not saying there's a problem with the English culture, but the reason why victims are not Pakistanis and Asians, because generally culturally those Asian parents don't allow their children out at night. But on the other hand, some English families are liberal about it. They're okay if kids want to play outside.
What are the Pakistani community doing in Telford and Rochdale? You're being very sensible. Can I tell you what are they doing to prevent it?
Okay. Now, first of all, a lot of the Pakistanis within Rochdale were actually not aware what was happening because when these groomers groom, they don't groom publicly. They don't go openly and groom girls, right?
A lot of men.
Right, sorry?
So you're telling me no, they post the girls around a lot of men.
Yes. Have you noticed in every single case, girls were being passed around in a very small circle of men, right?
There's a problem with the community.
No. These men who are groomers, they are the ones who are grooming them. But the others at large, thousands of them, going to mosques, going to schools, going to work daily, they don't know what's happening at night on the roads. They don't know. Okay, and wait. Another point. Where is this grooming taking place? Cab offices? Cab offices? Okay. Where?
Take it off.
Danny's been removed by the police.
No, I don't know why Danny had to leave. I don't know. We were having a very good discussion.
To be fair, you were saying about
shouting near the G-sector.
No, but he didn't have to leave. We were having a very good discussion.
you were saying about the parents.
Why are you shouting?
A lot, not in all the cases, but in some of these cases, the parents went to the police time and time again. And the authorities, the protective services.
I believe it's got. Some people out there try to give it a religious color or a racial color. They try to assume or they try to claim that the Pakistanis are doing it because they find white girls to be easy meat. A'udhu billah. I mean, we say God forbid. God forbid. This is not the case. In my opinion, if there were Asian girls available for them to exploit, they would have done that. Predators don't look at colors or what the girls look like or what background they come from. If they have an opportunity, they will take advantage. Okay, like white men who are traveling to Vietnam and Cambodia. Why are they doing it? Because they are more likely to get caught in Britain. When they go to Cambodia, Philippines, and Vietnam because it's
there should be no race in all of these discussions.
Yes, no, it's not race. It's not because of race.
Can I tell you why race is involved?
In every race, there's sexual abuse and sexual assaults, and that is 100%.
Yeah, I agree with you. Can you listen to my point about race? Why I'm saying race is involved? Because these girls were not protected because the police and the protective services.
Yeah,
everyone failed them.
Of girls that are raped by white men. Wait, what about their protection?
No, but
there are no protection for them.
Listen,
it's the circumstance of the individual's life.
Yes.
You can't comment on that.
No,
what has happened?
You can't generalize. He's saying is that you can't generalize.
You can't say that they're wrong. Just like a white man ain't wrong, everyone's wrong in that scenario.
No, you're not.
What you've got to stop is by sexualising all this shit on telly.
No, if you listen to him, he has to say something. Yes.
My point is, it's not about Pakistani Muslims raping girls. I'm not saying that's the race issue. That's not the race issue. No, I'm saying that's not the issue.
Look on MTV right now, yeah, and Kiss, and all the music channels, and all the entertainment. It's all to do with that. Sex is a big thing in the society, man, and everyone is sexualised today. People walk in the streets naked today, and you're talking to me about this shit.
I don't blame you for that.
Why is there rape? Because everyone is in a sexual way of thinking. That's why there's rape. That's why there's murder. Because people are involved in violence. The government.
Societies are sexualized.
The government.
So coming back to a point. I'm not
asking for pressure on you. I'm not asking for pressure on the government.
Yes, so I agree with that. Thank you very much.
It's not.
So it's about
together and
no.
put pressure
It's
on the
about.
government. Yes, there should be no fucking segregation. I agree with that. I agree with that.
No, but Tommy, you see, we started this discussion with Tommy. Tommy. Specifically,
I don't know Tommy.
If you don't know him, I don't know. Okay,
I've seen him.
Okay, he makes the Pakistani community, or Muslims in particular, guilty of grooming. He ignores the white grooming.
You hate the generalization.
So we've never seen Tommy running outside the courthouse. We've never seen. We've never seen Tommy Robinson running outside the courthouse confronting white groomers or pedophiles. What we see with him is, with a mic, with a camera, he's running after Asian groomers, in particular Muslim groomers. We believe for that reason, Tommy's actually a paid agent. Some external powers are paying him. Okay, we don't know who's paying him, right? Suddenly Tommy, from a builder, from a drug dealer, he was struggling financially. He went to court for fraud. Sorry, he went to jail for fraud. Did you know?
Mortgage fraud.
Yeah, it was a mortgage fraud. And suddenly he becomes rich. He's flying around. He's staying in 5-star hotels. He's got camera crews around him. He's getting paid. He's got property. Books are being published. Yeah.
Who the fuck is in charge of the media today? That's what you got.
Brother,
I told you.
Don't get emotional. Don't get emotional. Brother, don't get emotional. We're trying to have a conversation.
These women are sexualized from birth, you madman.
Yes.
What the fuck you're talking about?
Okay.
They're sexualized from birth.
Okay. Calm down. You're getting emotional. We're trying to have it.
I'm just saying the truth.
I haven't said anything to that response, man.
Go ahead. Now, what's your point? I didn't have a point. I was just listening. Statistics in rape and sexual crime. What's your points to those?
Join me this show. I'll join.
What other point? How many women are getting raped every year? How many women are getting sexually abused every year?
Okay, we're going to wrap up. So the bottom line is, we're done. We're done.
And how you're going to sort that out? How on a big scale you can start the problem? You tell me.
You know, you should stick to one conversation at a time, man. That's my one, bro. Is it? Yeah.
Ali. I want to speak to those.